You cook like this every night, man?
At least 3 nights a week.
I gotta get on it.
My main drive is to eat the leftovers, because I'd just be sitting around hungry and wasting more money for a second run, especially after I smoke a bunch of weed.
Yep.
Welcome to another episode of $20 Chef. Today we're going hard with cheesesteak, stuffed peppers, or man, KFC. What's up, KFC? Thanks for joining my show, man.
I have not eaten all day long.
Well, that's good news.
On the go constantly, so this is good right here.
And I know you eat like shit, all right? We've had plenty of discussions about your Taco Bell diet. You basically rely on the Chinese and the Mexican community to fulfill your dietary needs on a regular basis.
I have no problem with that.
And you know what, though?
I'm a fan of the Mexicans. I'm a fan of the Chinese. They provide me with good food, Mexican and Chinese food. Both delicacies in my mind.
You know, you're a family man. Sometimes you gotta bust out a sweet-ass meal on them. And you know, I want you to have some food left over in your refrigerator, so when you're hungry, maybe after you put some kids to bed or something like that, you know? Because once your delivery food is gone, that's it.
True story. I need something fresh. I need some leftovers. I need it to last me even a couple days, perhaps.
And I'm gonna be honest, most people probably ain't gonna get at least a 1-inch thick sirloin for this, but you know, you're coming to my house, if you're on my show for the first time, I wasn't gonna half-step when you showed up.
I appreciate that.
All right, we're doing a low-carb action because
that's my jam. The only way to stay skinny fat is to cut out the carbs.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna work out, I don't hit the gym, but if I can cut out carbs, I won't go to full fat.
So this is what we're doing today. We're gonna go hot-ass low-carb cheesesteak stuffed pepper.
I love cheesesteaks. Like death row meal might be a cheesesteak.
I respect that move. It's just a classic quality sandwich. It's got everything you need in it. Except we're gonna switch out the bread for bell peppers. So first thing we're gonna do is hit this meat with a little salt and pepper. The most important thing when you cook is the towel.
Okay.
So, you know, once you have your towel game strong, you know, there it is.
I kind of feel that. You got
feel it,
something
right?
in your hands, you need to move, you need to wipe.
You're talking to people,
Yeah.
All right, so basically all we need for this, bell peppers, mushrooms, little onion. We're gonna saute these shits up right now for the meat. How's your knife skills?
I mean, you tell me what to chop up, I'll chop it up.
All right, I'm gonna teach you a little trick that Gordon Ramsay taught me, but not personally, but I saw him do it on YouTube, so it's pretty much like he was here at my house.
Personally. You're friends with someone on the internet, you're friends with them in real life.
That's
you watch
it.
something on the internet, you watch them in real life.
All right, a little trick here for the onion. You cut it before you cut it, all right? Watch this.
So then you chop it and it just
Yep, then it comes right down.
Okay.
Then you come down like this. Now you just come right in. Boom, you can even get in there a little more.
Easy peasy.
You know, obviously, since you're gonna be multitasking when you're at your house most of the time, because you're a dad,
Just say the fucking
you might want to also throw this on.
Oh, wow.
Then,
Okay.
You know, you can go full on. Let's go full. Now look at us go.
Dude, I feel official. I'm holding the fucking knife.
Get some of this garlic going. Yo, cut some mushrooms up.
How you want them? You gotta tell me how you want them sliced up, man.
You just grab them up like this. That's it. Just keep that thumb tucked back, though. Remember, a lot of times the cooking, what people don't realize is the sound is very
I know.
important.
You want that.
That way people know there's actual work being done. All right, I got a few pieces of garlic here.
I feel like the faster and louder I hear you cut, the more impressed I am with you.
Yeah, that's why I do that.
I feel like that's also how you lose a finger.
Yeah, definitely have to work your way up to the loudness. All right, let's gonna throw some little oil in here. All right, the move with these steaks is we're just gonna sear them real nice, you know, on both sides. Get a good, nice sear on the outside. Nice medium rare, and then we're gonna cut it up real thin, fill these peppers up, and let the rest of it cook inside the oven.
Key to the no carb is something like the stuffed pepper. You feel you can pick it up, you can eat it, there's some crunch to it maybe, there's some structure to it. Otherwise, if you're just eating on a plate, you feel like you miss out on the whole vibe of the sandwich.
And we get to eat cheese on this. Low carbs,
meat and cheese, meat and cheese.
We got a ton of provolone here. We're gonna knock it all out. But I'm excited about it because you don't feel like you're even on a diet. I can still feel like the fat piece of shit that I know is deep inside of me.
Deep in your heart. If you're not a fat kid at heart, you're probably not funny, you're probably not likable, you probably have no friends. You better be a fat person at heart. This is the way to be the fat person at heart without being the fat person in front.
Onion and garlic going in, a ton, but it's gonna cook down anyways. Shrink, we're trying to get this oil nice and flavored for this steak. I even got you a little something for coming over. I was like, we're gonna be hungry, you know, while we're in here getting it on. Hey, well, we're in here getting it on in my
full
kitchen.
service thing like that, you know?
Hey, we go full service here.
What do we got?
A charcuterie board for kids might be killer.
Oh, buddy. You know the key to my heart, man.
Meat and cheese, baby.
Meat and cheese. But and the wood is key too.
The
wood makes it taste like 2 or 3 points higher on the out of 10 scale. And if you present it as such, you have a lady friend over or something, you're on a nice date, you got the meat and cheese on the wooden board.
Now, as far as the budget goes on this one, the bell peppers and the provolone, and you don't have to get this type of steak. You don't have to get a badass, fat ass sirloin like that.
When you are melting it up, like slicing it up and then melting cheese on it, you don't need the best of the best.
No, you don't. No free ads, but go buy some steakums. Here's some cheese right here.
We do steakums in my house all the time for the cheesesteaks. Or even just get roast beef.
Let's see what's going on over here. Getting that oil good and flavored up. Let's flip these over, get them seasoned up over here. All right, I got some Italian seasoning here. This is some weird looking ass seasoning I picked up. It looks like it's some shitty ass weed
I was
from
gonna say, that
1987.
just looks like some shitty fucking weed.
Me and KFC are pumped to eat these, but let's get them on into this skillet right here. I bet this recipe would only need one of these. These are about a little over a pound a piece, and there's no bone in them.
That's a sexy cut, man.
All right, I'm gonna throw some of these onions on top of that. Not necessarily does this even need to be done, but it makes me feel better. Like I'm accomplishing more, you know?
Yeah, no, of course. You're dressing it up.
This is like a low-carb Italian cheesesteak. All right, let's get these peppers cut up and,
Yeah, so how do you stuff them?
well, we're gonna go halfers on these guys. I'm gonna cut through the stem, see what happens.
Badass, bro.
Just grab this out. A nice little presentation there, you know?
Dude, that's gonna just be a nice little happy cheesesteak home right there. Honestly, man, I eat like this for like a few weeks, but if I can just avoid carbs, the pounds fucking fall off.
Yeah, and if it still feels like I'm getting full.
So the bread obviously fills you up, but you just eat that much more meat and that much more cheese.
Yeah.
I eat so much meat and cheese, dude, it's disgusting. But it works.
Lately, you had some really good, hilarious questions, but the snail one really got me the other day.
Death snail.
The death snail?
Death snail, I feel like, has been around the internet for a minute. It's kind of making the rounds yet again. You got a highly intelligent snail that has one quest and one quest only, and that is to kill you. If it touches you, you die, and you die a horrible death. It's a poison snail, it's a vicious snail, and it's got a GPS tracker on you at all times. It knows where you are, you don't know where it is. Now, the hypothetical, the guy called in, he put 10 million on it, but you can tell me what number you need to live this life, constantly looking over your shoulder for a death snail.
And it can't go faster than normal snails.
And a snail travels, I believe it was 0.029 miles per hour, and it lives forever. So don't worry about the lifespan.
So every 10 years I have to move somewhere.
Well, it would take about 10 years for a snail to travel across the country. But this is a hyper-intelligent snail. This snail gets on a plane, and then you don't know. So the thing is, you move to LA, you're like, I think I'm good, but am I?
And you know what else?
Did that snail hop on a plane? Did he hop on a train? Did he hitch a ride? Or maybe he's not even gonna chase you. Maybe that snail is gonna go to your mom's house and wait for you.
I'm gonna drop 9 million right away into a very high interest rated account. I'm taking the other mill. I'm going overseas for a while.
Okay.
And then I think I'm just gonna take off from there. Every couple of years, I'm just gonna
keep on
move.
the go. But like the moment that you wanna settle down, the moment you wanna stop, the first time that you're having to hop on a plane or a train or a boat and you're like, because this fucking snail's trying to kill me. Eventually, you get tired of running, man. It's like being on the run from the law.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're just like, fuck it, come get me.
I'll say this, I think that I'll live my life so well for that next 20 years that if that fucker
If it gets
catches
you,
me
you're
up,
good?
I'm good.
I mean, that's probably just the answer to everything in life. Just live well enough that if tomorrow's your last day, so be it. You did it right.
All right, let's flip her over. Nice, look at that clean ass sear. Good sear right there. Let it good and burn. Who do you got next up on Answer the Internet?
My girl Lisa Ann is coming through.
What?
Yeah.
Lisa Ann?
That's
Lisa
a legend
Ann?
of the fucking game right there. We got my man Joe Coy. He'll be answering the internet. So Tuesday, Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern. Subscribe on YouTube. That's a hit, man. It's a fun one to do. The reactions are priceless.
Let's go provolone in the bottom. These aren't very deep, so that's why I'm making so many of them, because I know I'm a fat ass and one ain't gonna be enough. Especially when I'm at home alone, I would be excited and I would eat every single one of these by myself.
Dude, nothing better than eating alone.
I love it.
No judgment, nobody cares.
Just doing your
Eat
thing.
as much as you want, eat as sloppy as you want. Who cares?
I love it. All right, I'm for sure we got the good sear going on these steaks. I'm gonna throw all this onion out. I'm gonna redo the onion. A little more oil in there. All right, let's get these onions in first. Onions are gonna cook and take a little longer to get soft than the mushroom. So right in we go. All right, you can go ahead and throw the mushrooms in. And you know, when you really put it into perspective, this only takes 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The same amount of time the delivery guy is gonna take to get your food to your house. All right, mixing it all together. Let's see what our meat looks like. I'm gonna slice it up. I'm gonna cut it real thin. Look at that. You wanna try that? How do you like your meat?
Key, man.
You like it medium rare?
I always catch a lot of heat. I go medium, but I like a medium rare is fine. I eat how I eat. You eat how we eat. You know what I mean? I don't care how you cook your steak. Got some good meat though.
Also, we just seared this because it's gonna be in the oven for 30 minutes. So just to get the flavor with the mushroom and the onion, I'm gonna throw this in there with it so we can scoop it all in at the same time. I want to get these flavor from the onion and the mushroom on the meat. Mix it all together. Now that's your stuffing right there. A little more of this weed Italian stuff. We just wing it with the spices on this show.
Dude,
so
I mean, what I'm learning right here is if you get yourself some Italian weed seasoning, you can't go wrong.
$3.99 for this guy. All right, KFC, we put red pepper flakes on most shit even though it don't belong because we're not soft. People who don't like them, they're soft. That's what we think.
Okay, I can get down with that.
I think we're ready to stuff. So let's go ahead and just start scooping it in.
Stuff them up.
Real sloppy today. There it is. All right, so now we're trying to make you an at-home cook, but I mean, you've had to have cooked at home by yourself before.
Yeah,
What
every
do you
now
like
and then.
to cook?
I cook steak. I cook burgers. I can do breakfast. I do breakfast foods.
I think
bacon and eggs.
That might possibly be the most important operation of the whole house.
I mean, you can eat it 24/7. Eat it early. Eat it late.
It's quick. All right, so we're looking good. All right, so here's our move. We're gonna put this in for 20 minutes. We're gonna pull it out, drop a piece of cheese on there real quick, back in for a couple minutes. All right, so we're gonna go in for 20 here at 450. Smells great. Cheese coming out from the bottom. This is gonna be a cheesy deliciousness right here. All right, let's add more cheese to it. More provolone.
There's really is no such thing as too much.
No, there really isn't. Especially when the diet just says go ham.
Yes.
Here we go. We're gonna put this back in for like 2-3 minutes max under broil. Get that cheese nice and melted right on the top shelf. All right, KFC, now another important part. Garnish game has to be strong here.
Okay.
I love eating food at home that looks like it came out of a kitchen at a place I'm paying to eat at.
That makes a difference too.
Parsley on this all day.
A little bit of greenery.
All right.
You do that work, I'm gonna drink.
Let's get our plates ready. Keep your sponge game strong too. Don't be in here with those stinking ass sponges. All you're doing is washing dirty dishes with a dirty ass sponge. I keep my sponge game strong and clean and fresh.
You gotta get new sponges. Keep them on deck, man. That's something I bet you, like the young guy, first apartment, you're not thinking about it. They smell gross. They look gross.
Those dish tools are important. And it only takes a couple of, like if you really timed yourself, it doesn't take long at all. Let's get this shit out. It's time to eat.
Let's get it.
Tom, ladder cam. Look at that.
Woo,
we're talking perfection
buddy.
Here, man. Boom. Not that many steps. I mean, we're looking nice right here.
You going red or yellow, babe?
I'm going red and yellow in each one.
Okay.
Look at that. I'm talking color. If you're doing this for a date move, honeys love color. We know that. That's just a kickoff right there. Come in here. You could garnish one. I'll garnish this one. You know? Look at that. And that looks so much better with that on there.
It really does, man.
Maybe that just ain't enough cheese. Maybe you want, hey, look. Boom.
Pow. Pow.
There's more cheese. Hey, listen, you can be a fat fuck without being a fat fuck. That's the key to this move today, okay?
Stay skinny fat, not fat, you know?
Yeah. Stay skinny fat. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Go burrito style.
See, look at that. You feel like you're eating like a sandwich, you know?
It's almost like a really strong taco.
Yeah.
This is the move tonight. Make the move.
Thanks for cooking, man.
Hey, thanks for coming by, bro.
Absolutely.
A couple bell peppers, a little bit of steak, some cheese, onions, mushrooms. You're flying high. That's this episode of $20 Chef. See you guys next week.